I was completely shocked by the amount of people who were coming in. It was kind of overwhelming. There's this kind of sense that they were so overjoyed at landing on the shores of Europe, but I kind of knew that they had a real journey ahead of them, and it was going to be very difficult. The ferry was quite an interesting journey. The calm before the storm. People got on the ferry and they quietly drifted off to sleep. I just wondered what was going through people's minds. It was quite a nice, gentle moment in what had been quite a frantic and, crazy trip. I remember one incident in Gevgelya. An imam called everyone to prayer. Maybe 100 people in total gathered around him and lined up on the train tracks, and they prayed together at dusk. It was quite a sight. The journey up through Macedonia was on a train, but the trains weren't on a schedule, so I ran and dived onto the train and basically just stopped, and I couldn't move for 4.5 hours, and I was just surrounded by people going, yeah, no photos, no photos. But luckily, I'd like to think I ingratiated myself with the people. On arriving from the train from Macedonia, there was a real frenzy of activity. People were like jumping into the backs of lorries and desperately trying to get water. We arrived in Preševo in Serbia. Every now and then there'd be this mass movement of people come to their bags and move them, 3 steps to the right. But apparently they'd been queuing for days. Quite an incredible sight, yeah. A lot of people were eager to avoid going into Hungary. So they were digging holes under the fences and trying to sneak under there in the middle of the night. I joined a group of about 30 or 40 Syrians. We snuck through the forests, and it became clear that they were being taken by 2 or 3 people that appeared to be traffickers in some sense. So people were absolutely terrified, as was I at that point in time. And I think the images of people coming in onto the shores of Europe in Kos and in Lesbos, and these incredible images of people walking down train tracks in their tens of thousands will really stand the test of time, and I think how we deal with this event will sort of define us really.